Okay, Sierra, this is kind of a sad one. I'm really unhappy in my long-term relationship, but breaking up feels like giving up on all of the work and time
Oh
that
my
we
God.
put into it.
This is so real. How many letters do we get that are
So
like
many,
this?
so many.
People who are say I'm together for 2 years, 4 years, 10 years. And if I give up on this relationship, what happens to all of that time? Is it wasted? My
Yep.
life wasted?
Yep.
What a painful, painful thing to like sit in your heart. When we come up against questions like this, I'm always reminded of a metaphor that I heard on the Affirmation Pod, a podcast I love by Josie Ong. And the metaphor is that this relationship is a well. You've been digging this well looking for water, and you're digging for a year, 2 years, and you believe that the labor of digging that well, putting the work and time into the relationship means that you are owed the relationship working. You're owed the water. You're going to find that water one day, right? But what else happens in that well is that you are surrounded by dirt and rocks and worms, and you can't see anything but this well that you're digging.
Yep.
And it would be so scary to climb up that well and and start again. That's so scary. Like, what about this? I looked here for water and it's not here. Shouldn't I keep digging? Right? But what we need to remember is that there is sunlight out there. There is fresh air and new relationships and new opportunities with new tools and new skills and new knowledge to have the relationship that you know you deserve. Sometimes water isn't there. And I know that's so deeply, deeply painful to accept, especially after we put so much time and effort and love into a relationship. But don't forget that there's like fresh air and water elsewhere.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that I learned as I grew up and got into relationships that were more fulfilling to me is that this realization that there is love out there that is not going to make you work this hard.
Oh my God.
Right? There's love out there where the water is going to be just below the surface, and it's going to run and run and run and quench all of that thirst that you've built up in this relationship.
Yes.
And so where can you find places where you can begin to dig anew and find something that's going to be immediately ready for you to dig into?
Absolutely.